Hello everyone and welcome back to Civilization 5. This is Sherlog and this is part 2 of our marathon game. Now I have a little bit of a confession, guys. I have yet another marathon game that I'm playing by myself. I'm not recording it. The reason I'm not recording it is because sometimes you just want to play the game. You don't feel like doing any commentary with it. And so that's what I have going on. And I also have a Mongolian empire, or Genghis Khan, right next to me. And he came out so ruthless. You know, we were only in our first 200 turns, and he had a full, vast army ready to go. So that taught me something. Now, from our part 1, we had actual Genghis Khan. He took over Sydney, as you can see right there. Caused a real problem. We're going to go with the calendar upgrade here. And so that made me realize I really need to get my army up, especially right now, because you completely take it for granted at this point. So I am going to be trying to get my army up, getting it ready to go, and hopefully protect myself from Genghis Khan, because I do fear that that is going to be the next thing that happens. So usually in a Prince game, you know, I've played normal difficulty, and like I said, guys, I'm an average player, so if you guys are, you know, not happy with the advice I'm giving, you guys feel free to give advice. Don't be a dick, though. Usually dick comments, you guys don't last more than 5 seconds before I end up getting rid of it. Reason is that all the comments from YouTube go to my inbox. I'm able to read everything you guys write, and I enjoy it. I actually do read everything. No, you're not getting embassy. He wants to know where I'm at, and look at how much gold he has. 1,156 gold. No. And at 5 gold a turn, he's actually doing okay. So I would really prefer if he didn't know where I was located at the time, because I'm already going to have to worry about them. But regardless, guys, I'm an average player. I've said this time and time again. I still am going to say it more. I'm an average player, and I am playing on Emperor difficulty. I'm not a pro gamer, and I don't like competitive gameplay. There, I said it. And if you're a competitive, you know, jackass, one of those guys, you know, go back to League of Legends. No one wants you here. But enough of my rant. Civilization 5 is absolutely one of my favorite games. I've been playing Civilization since Civilization, I want to say 3. I actually, technically, if you want to be real technical, I have played the very first Civilization. But of course, I took it complete for granted as a kid. I didn't know what I was looking at. But today, yeah, okay. All right, well, so let's take a look at our social policies real quick. Okay, I don't usually go for this, and this could be a bad start, but I'm going to go with the Warrior Code, with a 15 production increase for training military units or melee units, and a great general appears outside the capital. I think this is going to be really important, especially when we have Genghis Khan coming on. Now, what I do have going on is I want to take these little archers here, and I want to have them scout out Genghis Khan. I want to see if he's building an army. Intel is definitely the best defense you can get, you know, is definitely just having the intelligence and knowing what your opponent is doing. Oh, Napoleon has declared war on Montezuma, so that should be nice. That means that he's not going to be focusing on me, and that's the most important thing. So we're here. We're going to be exploring around his borders, and you know, man, I'm in like really bad shape. Once again, I don't think that I had really the best starting positions. It's not bad for the Celts because it gives me the increase with the jungle tiles for my religious and for my culture and happiness, and that's all good. But the downside is that it's very difficult to move through. It's very difficult to expand out in this area. So, you know, I was going to build another settler, and that would hopefully pull me up on the scoreboard a little bit. And that's what I'm kind of hoping to do in the future here. But really, right now, with Genghis Khan on the top of the leaderboards, it's really telling me that his military power is probably very, very strong. Not to mention, he has taken out Sydney, so that's also scary. So I'm constantly going to be taking these archers here and really exploring around here. I really want to take a look and see what possibilities may happen. I might even consider attacking him, so we'll see what happens. I got to get more intelligence and see what he's doing and if he has an army or what. So I'm going to, of course, take a look at my military advisor, and right here on page 5 of 8, it says the Mongolian Empire are stronger than us militarily. We should not engage in combat with them, and without careful consideration and time spent growing and improving our military. So, and really, it's just, that's all our military advisor is saying. He's just like, dude, we are weak as hell. We are going to get our asses kicked if we have to fight anything. And my foreign advisor, she's not really giving me any information other than, oh, if we get Sydney back, we could give it to them, and they'd probably like us, but no one really cares. So this is really obnoxious. Napoleon really wants to accept embassy. What's wrong with that? Well, when you accept an embassy, it tells you right here, open borders, defensive pack, allows you to see the location of the other player's capital. You know, as much as I would like the defensive pack, he's already at war with someone. He's already at war with someone, and he's below me. And I think he's really far away from me, so there's really no reason for me to give him access to the location of my capital. And he keeps pestering me about it, so that's really annoying. So I'm not really seeing a whole lot of military down here. And I feel like if I spent the time building up a military, even an early military with just basic catapults, I could maybe take out Genghis Khan. And there we go. We can see the amount of military might he has. Actually, that's Montezuma, so never mind. That's not Genghis Khan, but we can see his power too, and he's also above us in score. So really, we need to make sure that we are becoming friendly with him or what. And it's also kind of important to see where he stands with Genghis Khan. So one of the things we might consider is going to our diplomatic overview, and then we'll go to global politics, and we'll just kind of keep a look here. Genghis Khan. Okay, so he's at war with France, but he's not really doing anything with Genghis Khan. We don't really know how their policies are working together. So that's kind of where we're at right now. And there it is, Montezuma going to war with Genghis Khan. This should be quite interesting. I don't think it's going to work out for him too well. He's got quite a few units. He's fighting outside of his turf, a lot of archers, a lot of melee units. Well, just a couple melee units. Those archers are really powerful, though, especially if you get the first attack in. Oh, well, this can't look good. I definitely see him right outside of our borders. So let's confront him about that and see what he does here. I thought he was going to try to attack that little city-state. Let's see. Public denounced? I don't know about that yet. That might be a little bit truffless. You know what? Let's do it. Yeah. I had a feeling I was wasting my time with you. Little did I know it would come to this, however. I mean, the thing is, it's just that he's got his entire... They're all out here. And so now if I denounce him and he goes to war with me, it'll let everybody know, like, oh, he must have been doing something shady. And it looks like they might be, yep, it looks like they're moving around a little bit. And that's okay. It's going to allow me to get some defenses over there and hopefully protect that little city that I have. And I'm sending the few units I have up there, plus the great general to help protect it. And at the very least, I have my city, which will also do some damage. So it should be okay. Just hopefully Genghis Khan doesn't attack at the same time. Alright, so I'm taking a bit of a risk here and building the pyramids. One of the reasons I'm building the pyramids is if we read to the bottom left here, the improvement construction speed increased by 25% and 2 workers appear near the city. Now 2 workers this early in the game is a huge help. Especially because I've been struggling with money and happiness. Now I have a lot of nice little supplies here, but I need workers to get on them and start building them. And it's really difficult to build workers when I'm in the process of making sure that I have plenty of defenses against Montezuma and Mongolia. So it's pretty gnarly. All right, so then I have the Great Prophet. Once again, the Celts, they're a highly religious, and they're only a part of the new expansion. So let's go ahead and let's found a religion. And, oh, let's go ahead and attack that, finish these spearmen up. And I'm just going to take a look here and see what I want after these guys attack here. All right. Now, the symbols are just for fun. And so that's all I'm choosing there. It's just something for fun. So what's kind of cool? Well, Hinduism always look kind of cool. But I'm a yin-yang kind of guy, so let's go with Taoism. All right, so we have Sacred Path, and then we get to find 2 new beliefs. Select a founder belief, and select a follower belief. Bonuses to founder civilizations, bonuses from each city following the religion. So we would use the founder religion is basically what we get, period. And then the follower is when we send in people or send in religious figures to other cities, and it will convert them, and we get the bonus for the follower belief. So I'm going to take a look here, and I'll come with a decision here in just a moment. All right, so I finally chose it. Ceremonial burial, +1 happiness for each city following this religion. So I always find that happiness is actually worth quite a bit to me. You know, you can do culture and you can do some other things, and those are going to be important if you're going for those type of wins. But if you're kind of going for an overall, I think happiness is ultimately the most important thing. So we also have pagodas, or pagodas, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. And it's a nice little even nice little even building that allows us to build, and it gives us +2 faith, +2 culture, and +2 happiness. So we're going to go with that as well, and happiness is really important. So let's go ahead and find this religion. Yes, we have now got Taoism in our blood. Now, I know I was talking about the pyramids, so the risk I'm taking here is I am building the pyramids right now. I've had at least 10 turns where I could have built them, but I was in the process of building something else, so I decided against it. I was like, well, I'll try to finish this up and then go into the pyramid. And I also have all of my production going into the pyramid, so there's not a lot of city growth going right now. It's all going to production. If we go to default, you'll see that it turns into 52 turns, and if I go to production, it's 48. But of course, this actually stifles the growth of your city, so it's really not advisable. After this city will be taking a break when it comes to creating wonders. So the advisors are really awesome. I use them all the time, especially the foreign advisor, because she keeps up with basically what kind of resources other cities have, other civilizations have, and it's stuff that you might not have considered. So really, the advisors are fantastic. My economic advisor, of course, is about to rip her hair out, but the foreign advisor says, we have additional horses that we can use to trade, and the French Empire doesn't have any. Careful considering giving them these resources because they can use it to train units that may eventually be used against us. It's just like, it's like real world. Anyways, so yeah, right, we do have a few extra horses, and that could be of use, so let's see what it'll give us for it at least. So let's go to the Napoleon, and maybe he probably won't give us anything, but we can at least see. We also have some luxury resources. Let's just go ahead and, yeah, let's see. Okay, so no deal anyways. What does he have? He has ivory, and he has silver. So we can make any deals with that. Oh, he wants the world given to him for that, and that is not going to happen. No, sir. Oh, and there it is. Pyramids have been built in a city far away, so that was a lot of production just gone to waste, and what a shame. So I'm going to work on those next 16 turns to hopefully get some workers out. Okay, where is he going to war at? He's got a great general with him, and I feel like he's not actually coming towards me, odd enough. We'll keep an eye out and see what happens next turn. Let's go ahead and go through our units, just kind of exploring a little bit and bringing those archers back just in case. And I have found a new city right next to some whales, which is a nice little resource, giving you some happiness and some food, as well as being a luxury resource that I can trade. Now, I don't have too much going on so far. I'm just, ooh, yeah, where are they going? Where are they going? That is very curious. And if you ever wondered, maybe like, what's the Aztec jaguar? All right, so if we want to look that up, we can go to help. Let's just do that real quick. Let's just type in Jag and see what we get. There it is. Melee, combat. Okay, they have an 8 combat strength. They can move up to 2. That's pretty fast. So let's see. What is? So what their unit replaces, they replace the warrior. They're a woodsman. They heal 25 damage if kill a unit. So that's their little special ability. Combat bonus in forest and jungle. So the Aztecs right now, in this early stages of the game, these before classical era, the ancient era, they are very powerful. And of course, these jaguars are not going to be much more powerful in the later years. So if they're going to go to war, they probably really want to do it early on. And look at that fleet right there. That is kind of terrifying. And I didn't even see them pass Dublin over here. So wow. Okay, well, we are going to be, once again, bordering up our little civilization here and making sure, hopefully, he's not attacking me. Let's watch where those units go. Hopefully they head north. That's what we're hoping for. Please head north, because we don't want to deal with them. Okay, and it looks like, yes, they are heading north. I don't know what they're going out to attack, but at least it's not me. That's what we're hoping for anyways. Oh, there it is. Montezuma has declared war against Washington. And Washington is very, very weak, so that should be quite interesting. We've got a little bit of a graphical glitch going on here. I'm not quite sure what that is. It seems to only be in the north section of the map. As you can see, it's not down here. But, yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen there. I might have to restart my game. Alright, so Montezuma and Washington have settled their differences. They're no longer going to war, and they're both below me on the score, but he's only by 1 point. So it seemed like right now would be like the most opportune time to attack him, right? But I think you'd actually be kind of wrong. And the reason I think that this would not be the most opportune time to attack him is that, yes, while most of his cities, or most of his units are now all fighting a war with Washington, and they're now just coming back, it's going to take him a while to get back, which leaves his nice little city open. Downside is I haven't really been focusing on my military, and one of the reasons I'm not focusing on my military, especially with these guys, is he has, especially with Mongolia and him, they both have some really good early units for the classical and ancient era, and I don't really want to deal with those units because they're more powerful than mine. Mine have a little gimmick too. My early unit allows them to give me faith, which is really nice, but it's not really going to do much against in the war scene, so I'm holding off. I think that if I can prevent myself from going to war in the first 3 to 4 eras, that would be awesome. Now, some of you guys are, Civilization veterans. You guys have been playing Civilization on Emperor for a long time, and you're probably going to tell me, oh, well, you can expect to go to war. So I'm sure that's probably what's going to end up happening, but we're hoping. Here's hoping. Oh, okay, because that looks good, right? Dido has a bunch of her archers right outside of my base. That does make me nervous. World's most fed people, and I'm up there at number 4 with 0. Okay, so that's a little nerve-wracking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a couple of those little warriors down there, and I got my great general, and should he need to do anything, actually keep the worker there, and we're going to see what happens, and we're going to watch that next turn, and just kind of patiently watching here. Who is that? Is that Napoleon? That's Napoleon. Yes. Okay, we're kind of just keeping an eye out. 3 warriors, a couple archers. I think with my great general and what I have there, I might be able to fend them off a little bit. So I'm not too worried, but I will say this. Need to start focusing on military again. I do. And in fact, so much so, what I think I might do is I have saved up a little bit of money. I think I almost have enough money to buy a unit. But I'm also not really there's no income right now of money, so not really sure. I could buy a chariot archer for 590 gold. That's actually a pretty good deal. I like the chariot archers a lot. So, if at worst, I will quickly launch off a chariot archer just to kind of protect my land a little bit, do some damage, and throw down the great general, hopefully. Actually, and I probably need to put that great general on base so that they can't quickly take it out. But look at this. Where are they going? Let's take a look at the diplomacy, because I'm kind of curious. Are they, do they not like anybody? Is there any kind of information I can find? Supposedly they're friends with us. Honor, okay, that's their social policies. So they're going with a heavy honor. That means that they have a lot of military power right now, especially these early ones. So who are they going to go to war with? I really don't know, and I'm really scared. I really am. I don't trust that status of friend. I don't trust it. I never have. Usually it ends up backfiring on me. I trust it for a while, and then suddenly a friend will stab you in the back. And I have many conclusions that that's probably what's going to happen here. She seems to be going towards Dublin now, so I'm going to take my little warriors there and just kind of keep them up in that distance there. I just want to keep the borders protected, so she at least is like, oh, okay, well, he has something there. I can't really just rush in and take it from him, and that's what I'm hoping that she'll see. Maybe we could send a scout that way and just kind of keep an eye out on her units. Okay, so this is really interesting. I think she's doing this just to be friends with us. We would like to set up an embassy in your capital. What do you think? So accept embassy. So once again, if you guys want to read this again, it allows open borders. It allows for defense packs. It also allows you to see the location of another player's capital. Now, granted, I don't know where her capital is, so it's almost like this is a sign of good faith, saying, hey, I'm not going to attack you. I just want to be friends with you. So why don't we will accept that. Yeah, sure. And so I actually feel more secure with her now. I feel like she's not going to come in and wipe my my bases out. So we'll see what happens. And there it is. There's her her nice little city. And we can now set up defense packs and agreements with her, and that might end up being best, especially for taking out some of these other more ruthless civilizations. Oh, it looks like this might be to my demise. Right here, the Mongolian Empire coming out to my capital, and oh gosh, this is so bad. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to become friends with some people quickly, and we are gonna buy some composite men, let's see, maybe chariot archers. Let's see, what do we have? What's worth buying right now? Alright, let's buy that chariot archer I was talking about. And let's see what we can't become friends with Dido. Hello. Let's see, let's discuss something. Shall we join our friendship? I am happy to accept. May our empires prosper in friendship. That's good. And let's go to trade. And we can't do a defensive pack yet. Neither player yet has the technology to, so we need chivalry for a defensive pack, obviously. Civil service for open borders. So I don't know what we're going to be able to do here to become friends. Citrus? Would you like citrus? No? You don't want any citrus? What would you give me, some forces? No? No? Okay. Alright, well. This is really bad. And he has brought a great general with him, too. So that's just lovely. And there it is. The Genghis Khan has brought his backstabbing ways. And we are going to be, backstab is such an ugly word. Shall we instead say I just reinterpreted our supposed friendship? And very well. All right, so we are now at war. So there goes my archers really quick, and this is really, really bad. This is looking like it's going to be it for me, and I'm okay with that. All right, this is where it's going to get sticky. So all I have right now is my scouts, my chariot archers, my basic warrior here, and not much more than that. So what we're going to do is, actually that was an accident, that was a misclick, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and set up these archers here and hit them. And then the moment they go, we're going to launch our next attack with our little scouts here. They don't do much, but they are able to fight and hold them off a little bit, and it's actually going to weaken their damage. The big one here is we don't want to worry about, let's see, how am I going to set this up? Because I really want him, I want to set up I should have set up the citadel right here, but I made a big mistake. So that's going to be another timely mistake that's going to hurt me in the end there. All right, the enemy is near. Dido, she's like, oh, what's going on over here? I see that you guys are going to war. I'm not too happy about that. Oh, me either, my friend, me either. We'll go ahead and see what we can attack here. The spearmen, they're going to be a problem. We need to attack them. And we're going to attack those archers, weaken those archers there. And then we're going to try to do a little bit more damage here. And we're going to send our warriors out. Let's see. We'll send them off to this way after we put our scouts over this way. That'll probably work. It's all going to be about positioning at this point. Okay, there comes my little backup there. Those spearmen are pretty dangerous, and it looks like they're going to get gang raped right there. They're going to get hit by the spearmen and 2 warriors at this rate. Actually, they might be able to kill those spearmen. So that's here's hoping. Here's what's going to hope. All right, let's see what we can attack again. Okay, the archers are out of the way now. So what else can we attack? We can try to finish up the spearmen. And that would be good, because when we do that, we'll be able to move away from all of this here. Those archers, I don't think are going to be able to reach me because of the rough terrain that's around them. We're going to take our archers here, finish up these warriors. Take them, put them down there. Another attack, another victory, increasing our faith, which is nice too. And let's see, what can we purchase? Can we purchase anything with faith yet? No, it doesn't look like it, not yet. I think that later on we can, but currently we cannot. Okay, so now we have another warrior. What will we have that warrior do? We're going to have him head out this direction, away from the archers. We don't want the archers getting freebies. And we want to heal up the scout there. And we're going to actually send him back this way. I was a little worried for him. Actually, no, we're going to send the archer to this city just in case. Just to slow him down at the very worst. Okay, now they're making a timely retreat. And he's losing a lot of units. Because the truth of the matter is that even if you bring a really good army, it's not necessarily easy to take over a city, that's for sure. All right, put this guy to work. I'm not sure what he was doing. And we'll head those guys up there. Head these guys here. Have the archers move up here. And it looks like he didn't even do any damage to my buildings. So really, one of the things that you can do is build catapults, which are really helpful. Let's get that workboat up so we can go ahead and get this whales here. And we're going to adopt yet another policy. I'm sorry, I didn't actually show you guys the policy I was choosing. But I just chose, let's see, where is it? I just chose another one in the honor one, 50% more experience from combat. I kind of wanted to go with piety because of the Celts they are a pious or religious slash faithful civilization, which is very cool. So he wants a peace treaty, and I want more than that. I don't know. I'm going to refuse that for now. And really the reason I'm refusing is I'm hoping that it will scare him a little bit so that when he comes and attacks me, that others will end up attacking him, and he'll be like, oh crap, I spent all my time trying to kill him, and now these other guys are after me, and I'm losing units left and right. That's what I'm hoping to get out of him. I'm hoping to scare him in that sense. I want him to go down, and if he wants to waste more, if I can get him to waste a little bit more time attacking me, that's fine. Because in the end, I'll take him, or someone else will actually do a little bit more damage to him. So that's okay. Waste your time with me. Okay, this is a major victory, and we can put these guys here, put those guys there. We'll go ahead and have them attack for a major victory. You'll see that I actually get an increase for flanking, increase for bonus outside of my territory. I think that's one of my policies I adopted early on through the honor. And then rough terrain attack bonus because I'm awesome. So I really enjoy that. So let's see what we can do with these archers here. The chariot archers were a really nice, quick little additive to my army. We're going to have the scouts come in next turn, hopefully finish them up, or finish them up this turn. Okay, very good. Scouts are kicking some ass. Look at them. That one guy, man, he's just a badass. Just leading the way. That was awesome. Of course, he's coming in, and those two warriors there are going to attempt to take out my one stronger warrior. And they actually successfully had some damage there. And the cool thing is, if I could take out these warriors with my special Pictish warriors, I always like Scout to increase visibility, especially out here. It's so important because that way you can see exactly what's going on around the battlefield, what's going on around you. We'll take my archers and have them flank right behind them so that if they should run, my archers will hopefully be able to catch up on the smooth land. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have them come in. They're going to do it's going to be a major defeat, okay, and I could possibly lose them next turn. The good thing is that these Pictish warriors are actually going to be able to pick up the slack, if you will, and finish them off. So we're going to have them come in. We're going to have them go in. And, oh, I didn't see the archers there. That should be interesting. And that's going to increase our faith a little bit, which is very nice. And, wow, I didn't see them there. So that should be interesting. That's probably going to end up killing off maybe this Pictish warrior here, especially if those archers get in a position. But I don't think they actually can shoot past that because they're on rough terrain. I think they're actually still running away. Their backs are turned from me, so that would indicate that they ran from this tile to this tile. So we'll see what happens there. And, okay, he's positioned his warriors. And no, he looks like he does have full range. And then those warriors are going to come in and finish off my Pictish warriors because they are at full strength. And that is, ooh, are they going to survive? No, he's not. So what we're going to do is we're going to back off just a little bit, or maybe pull the chariot archers around and see if we can't finish them off that way. So let's see here. It sucks to lose a unit. You really don't want to lose anything. So let's go ahead and let's see. All units adjacent, 5 hit points per turn. That's pretty nice. So we'll go with that. And let's see. Major victory. Okay. And can we position these guys in a way that they're going to be able to attack? Let's see. What's their range? 1, 2. Okay. So let's see. Put them over there. Let's see if they can attack. Okay, they can. But maybe we should have them attack these archers here. I don't know. I am getting a little too far from my base, and I've lost some health. And I'm trying to make the best I can with this. Okay, so he wants to accept embassy. What kind of resources do you have? Cotton? Will you do it for cotton? Marble, silk, and citrus. That's a big no. It's not going to happen. Okay, so that unit's running away. So I'm going to take these 2 units. We're actually going to retreat with them a little bit and hopefully not take too much damage. The chariot archers, let's see, rough terrain, sure. Finish off that unit right there. That shouldn't be a problem. And luckily he didn't actually back himself up. We're going to heal that. And that was the end of that little war. Not bad. We are on turn 247, my friends. And wow, just a really good game going on here. And I didn't expect to actually be able to fight them off, but it wasn't that bad. And you know what? With that, I think I'm going to end today's session for part 2. We'll continue this on into part 3. once again, guys, I just want to tell you guys that Civilization is not necessarily about winning. It's about the experience and trying your best and trying to be one of those civilizations that makes it through time. Currently, right now, we have 4 unmet players. They are probably somewhere out deep in the ocean in the world, and things have been moving a lot better for them than it has been for the rest of us. So even, Montezuma, he's doing pretty well, but he's not as good as the top 4, and you guys have seen how much war he's had. So chances are these top 4 players, the most war that they've had was going against city-states that they easily took over and added to their score. So once again, to me, it's not a competitive gameplay. I'm not really a competitive gamer. I'm just in it for the experience and the play, and ultimately I do want to win. That is the goal. But if I don't, it's still just an incredible experience to play this marathon game with you guys, and I hope I see you guys soon in the next video. All right, guys, sure log out.